This is Dr. Birchler from the Chiropractic Health Center in Chippewa, and I'm down here at Geneva College today with Caleb Musselman. He's a member of the CCO, which is Christian Coalition Outreach, also an assistant men's soccer coach. And we're going to talk a little bit about what the CCO does and how that impacts students here at Geneva. Certainly that is a countrywide. Is it beyond the country?
Just country,
just in the United States. So it's a large organization, but certainly serving the students here at Geneva College. And in the month of January, our office will donate money to the CCO for any new person who comes to our practice and need help. We'll see what we can do to help you. And the new patient fee that we have will be donated to the CCO for the month of January. So we're doing that to support them and an upcoming student conference that they have, which we'll talk about in just a moment. So first off, Caleb, can you just share with us what is the CCO? What's the purpose or mission of the CCO?
Sure. Yeah, thanks for asking. The purpose of the CCO is to transform college students to transform the world, is our kind of motto and phrase. And purpose behind that sounds great, right? But the purpose behind it is to give the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ to college students. And we believe, the CCO believes, that once that message is understood, once students can believe that they're loved by God and loved by Jesus, that not only saves them, but it also springs them forward into the world to transform the lives of others as their lives have been transformed as well.
Excellent, excellent. And then so you've been on CCO staff for how many years? And just give us a little bit, why are you involved in CCO? How long have you been doing that?
Sure. Yeah, I've been involved with the CCO. This is my 4th year on staff.
Okay.
And so 6 years out of college and 4 years with the organization. In short, the main reason why I work for the CCO is because during my years in college, I had a difficulty growing in my faith, even out of Christian school. And as I get out of college and look back on it, I realize that there is such an unbelievable value to having specific people who are full-time, paid to walk alongside college students as they navigate the changes in life, even at a Christian school. So what I would say is that out of the classroom allies, you could say, out of the classroom ministers to walk through life with students who are changing a lot. So that's why I work for the college, and specifically why I work for the CCO, is to be that person to college students who were just like me a few years ago.
And so your part of the CCO is directly on campus at Geneva College, that's correct?
That's correct,
okay.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons that we're supporting the CCO, folks watching this may think, well, these are kids that are in college. I mean, they already have what they need in life. This is not something, why donate to that? This is more of a leadership thing in that you need people doing things with their life that have a vision, have a purpose to then serve other people. And so when you're working with college students or people who are going to have a job, have a mission, have a purpose, maybe have a business, that have a vision to help and serve, there's a potentially huge trickle-down effect to the people who really need to be served the most. And so this to me is more of a getting a little bit higher in the chain, instead of directly reaching those who need, working with the people and developing leaders who are going to meet those in unknown ways in the future. And one of the ways that CCO grows college students, maybe shares that vision, is what we had discussed, the Jubilee Conference. So could you just share with us what the Jubilee Conference is, when that is, and maybe how people watching this could support really the students that are going to be attending that or would like to attend that?
Sure. Yeah, so the Jubilee Conference is held every February, and all of our campus ministers and colleges come together, usually between 2,000 and 3,000 college students from around the nation that come to Pittsburgh at the end of February. The purpose of the conference is, kind of what I mentioned before, is to cast a vision for students, to see that their career, that even their personal lives, can have a much larger effect than they may have thought. So a student who's a nursing major, how does that specific job apply to the larger vision of gospel transformation? Right? A student who's an engineer, how do their gifts and abilities relate and transform? How can they see a bigger vision for their profession and why they're in college? And so, of course, that's all centered around the gospel of Jesus Christ. If he has done what he's done for us, then our lives matter a lot more, giving back to him and giving back to others. So the conference casts a vision for the creation, fall, redemption, and restoration gospel, and how students can serve Jesus in their lives, specifically through the professions that they'll be getting out of college.
Excellent. So for folks watching this, obviously this is going to speak largely to the church or people in church leadership. But if you're watching this and you want to support the CCO, in this case maybe directly giving in a way that would allow the student to attend that conference and maybe not have to pay as much or out of pocket for that, however that works. How can people out there, or maybe churches that have college students or whatever the scenario is, how could they donate or support students who want to attend that conference?
Sure. Yeah, in the past, a lot of students have had difficulty. Of course, many students are able to afford it, but we do have students on campus who can't afford that cost. And so this year, we've set up a fundraising campaign to be able to match students to help cut the cost down almost in half. And so we've set up a pretty large fund, basically, where we're trying to raise $10,000. We're about 30% of that right now. Okay. And we'll actually post the link of the online page here in this post that will be served on social media. So anyone that would like to give, that would be going directly to matching students financially to be able to go to the conference.
Okay, excellent. Well, I appreciate you sharing that. And for those out there watching this, we appreciate you watching this, taking your time. Of course, we appreciate any support you have for the CCO. And again, we thank you for watching.